Jim Carrey was standing by the window of his small little flat. He had a bottle of cava in his hand. He was watching a three-legged dog being chased by a toothless man with a stick and was thinking, I wonder if anybody's going to remember me next year. Jim Carrey was standing on the balcony of his huge mansion with 2 bottles of crystal champagne in his hands, and he was watching 12 Playboy bunnies having a pillow fight by the side of his pool, and he was thinking, should I buy 2 Jaguars or 3 next year? A lot of things can happen in 12 months. Jesus Christ, what a year Jim Carrey had. 1994, he released 3 movies, 2 of which ended up as one of the 10 most profitable movies of the year. The third one, which we're gonna talk about today, ended up in one of the 20 most profitable movies of that year. That movie was Ace Ventura. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Dolphins have run into a bit of a snag. They're about to play the Super Bowl, everything is fine. Except everything is not fine, because Snowflake, the mascot of said team, has gone missing. Snowflake, that is an actual dolphin, has been stolen from his tank, and they don't know what to do. Football players is apparently very superstitious. They need him back, otherwise the entire game might be in jeopardy. It's never really properly explained why Melissa Robinson chose to include this man in the movie, but apparently the movie demanded it, so she has to contact the only man who can help them, Ace Ventura. Jim Carrey plays Ace Ventura. Basically is a self-employed rescuer of animals, pets and various other things in the same category. So now he is tasked with finding Snowflake before the game starts. The police department doesn't like him, especially not Lois Einhorn, played by Sean Young, the lieutenant police captain or whatever she was, that basically hates him and wants to make his life, quote, a living hell. But Ace knows that this is his big chance of being taken seriously. This is his biggest task he has ever been given. He will not blow this. Coming to think of it, this is a little bit what Jim Carrey must have felt when he made Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. He knew this was potentially his big break. This was his big opportunity to make a name for himself in Hollywood. He knew he had to go all in for this one. Go all or go home, god damn it. And what did he do? He went all the way and then some. Jim Carrey had ransacked his cabinet of facial expressions, catchphrases and all other physical comedies he could get his hands on. And he crafted this into a character who would be memorable or die. This works because he works, in my opinion. If you don't like the character of Ace Ventura, this movie will not work. There's nobody else here, basically. Courtney Cox's job as Melissa Robinson is mostly to stand and watch Ace Ventura and look embarrassed for him and wondering what the hell have I got myself into. Sean Young is the only person who really, gives a memorable impression because she hates him so much. And it's also fun to have apparently legendary quarterback Dan Marino in playing himself, and apparently I kind of like his character. It's kind of fun. But this is Jim Carrey's show, and this is a one-man show. He will take every opportunity and fill every frame he can possibly fit in with weird expressions, catchphrases, zaniness, silly walks, everything you can come up with. He's basically like a walking insane asylum. It can wear on you, but I really don't care. I think it's hilarious. A lot of the things he has done is just so funny. And this is also kind of an unexpected thing, that the story itself is being taken quite seriously, actually. This is a bit like the Naked Gun movie, The story of the Naked Gun movies could easily have been turned into regular cop thrillers, this included. The biggest difference is probably that Frank Drebin was always played straight and deadpan seriously by Leslie Nielsen, and that worked for that movie. Here, Jim Carrey is basically the only people who is a complete over-the-top and a loony, and that's why the reaction to him by his fellow co-workers are priceless and makes this movie work. Ace Ventura is a fast-paced, incredibly funny comedy whose job is to make you laugh and will do so if you choose so. Now, if you have never seen this movie, after 10 minutes you will know what you think of this movie. You will know beyond a shadow of a doubt what you think about this movie. If you, after 10 minutes, thinking this movie is shit, I hate it, turn it off, because it's not gonna get any better or any worse. If you, after 10 minutes, think this is hilarious, I love this, continue. You're gonna have more and more and more and more and more. There's a lot of things in this movie that doesn't make any sense and you having a very hard time to believe in, but if you can stomach it and if you can swallow it, then you'll be alright. It's weird looking at this movie and thinking, why isn't this a kids movie? This is basically has family movie with the focus on small children written all over it, unless of course they already did that in a weirdly forgotten sequel. Oh dear, oh dear. This movie is worth every single one of its 83 points. For lack of a better term, this is a modern classic. This is a 90s classic. Vacation goes on, and let's see where we end up next time. This is Wikstrand signing out.